Hey everybody, how are you? Thought I'd come on and see what's going on. I just had my refrigerator repair man come over. The bottom of the refrigerator was making this weird noise, so I walked across the street and got my neighborly engineer, and he came over and fixed it like that. Wow, it was no big deal, thank God. I don't really want to buy a new refrigerator right now, if you know what I'm saying. So how about that Mark Meadows? Did you guys hear the latest about him? He voted in Virginia. He probably has an apartment in Virginia. I think he's from North Carolina. But he registered to vote, I think in 2020, okay? Don't quote me on the dates or whatever. He registered to vote in North Carolina from listing a residence where he has never lived. And then he voted and he also registered to vote in Virginia because that's where he voted. And his wife dropped off his mail-in ballot. See, it's okay if they have mail-in ballots. They just don't want us to have mail-in ballots. And remember when all the polls started closing and Trump is like, stop counting, stop counting. Remember that you don't count the mail-in ballots till after the polls close. So just because you have the mail-in ballots and the polls are closed, you still have to count them. He was like, don't count any of the mail-in ballots. Really? So anyway, everybody mails in their ballot. I'm going to mail in my ballot. COVID is still out there. I'm not getting COVID, or I'm going to try not to get COVID. Oh, look, these are my needle pointing glasses. These are my regular glasses. Hey, have you guys heard about this? I only need glasses to read. Have you heard about this drop that you could put in your eyes that gives you clear view and you don't have to wear glasses? It's a once daily drop. It's called Vuity. I'm totally I've got an appointment with my eye doctor because I'm getting that stuff. I can't see to read, but I can see to drive. I can see something this big without my glasses, but it's blurry. I can read this without my glasses, but it's blurry. But I can't read that. But if I get these eye drops, wow, I won't have to wear glasses anymore. And I'll tell you what, I have these two grooves behind my ears that really hurt because it's with every pair of glasses I wear. I guess they're too tight or something, but if they're any looser, they'd fall off. So I asked my husband, I'm like, feel this. Well, he's like, no, I'm not feeling that. The first night I met him, he was telling me about how in his past life he was a German Shepherd. And I was like, wow, really? And he's like, yeah, feel right here behind my ear. You can feel where my, I don't know what he said, my ears used to be because they were up like, tall ears for a German Shepherd. And I went like that. This was the first night I met him, and it was a blind date. And I went to feel behind his ears, and he went, and tried to bite me. He's a goofball. So when I'm like, hey, no, feel this, really feel this. It hurts. Dude wouldn't do it. He thought I was going to snap at him. God. He's a funny guy to live with. So, apparently the Ukrainians, they're not really sure how that ship caught fire. Ukrainians are saying it's them. The Russians are saying that it's not the Ukrainians. I think it was a drone strike, and we probably did it. Because I'll tell you guys, we've got stuff going on there. It's a secret. But we do. We got people back there. We got people helping. I I don't think we've got boots on the ground, but did we give them that target? Probably. Heck yeah, we're helping. This is Putin's last stand. And I don't think there's anything he can do to redeem himself now. I don't think that this is going to last years. I just don't. I don't think it's going to last years. Too many people are pissed off about it. Did you hear about the guy who called the Russian guy, he's a soldier, called his wife, and she said it was okay if he raped somebody, but just don't. She didn't want to know about it. What? What kind of person? No. Anyway, I don't know what kind of people these are that would do something like that or allow. If my husband was a soldier and he was out raping women, we would be divorced. I'm just saying. That would not fly. So let's read on Mark Meadows. Is he in deep doo-doo? Because if he's registered to vote in 2 different states, that's voter fraud. You know, the Republicans are always screaming about voter fraud, and they're the only ones doing it. So let's read on. You know what? Here's what's probably. I'm sorry, I forgot I've registered to vote in North Carolina. I thought I was going to be at my home in North Carolina, and turns out I wasn't going to be able, so I registered at my other home in Virginia. I don't know if he has a home in Virginia, but he didn't have a home at the residence that he listed on this voter registration thing. So, Lisa Robinson, Animal Totem Tarot, Mark Meadows. That guy, what a jerk. He thinks he's going to be the Speaker of the House, or that he's going to be the head honcho in the GOP in the House. And he's going to make Trump the Speaker. Can you imagine? Can you imagine if Trump was the Speaker of the House? Oh my God. We got to read on that. How are we going to? We got to read on it. We don't have to read on it today, but you know, everybody's all worried about the 2022 elections. What do you guys think is going to happen? Do you think we're going to lose it? I think Biden's going to pull us out of it. I think just my gut, my hope is that, I'll tell you something, my sister-in-law see, everybody around here is a Republican. Everybody. And my sister-in-law is like, now I don't want to talk politics because I know we don't agree, but I'm telling you, there's going to be a lot of Democrats coming over to our side. I'm like, oh no, there's not. That is not going to happen. If anything, there will be Republicans not voting. If they don't want to vote blue, it may just be that they don't vote at all because they've fallen off the Trump train, or they don't want to vote for people that, you know, committed all this crap January 6th, and so they don't want any part of that, but they just won't vote. Not that they'll come over to our side, but some may, who knows? A lot of people are. Trying to think what we should read on. I do want to read on Mark Meadows, so let's start there. What's up with Mark Meadows? Spirit, can you tell us what's up with Mark Meadows? Is he going to get in trouble? Is he going to be in trouble? It's Mark Meadows. The January 6th committee has enough to prosecute Donald Trump. What's up with Mark Meadows? Can you tell us what's going on with Mark Meadows? Is he in trouble? Well, let's see. Oh, he's worried. I'm going to put these where you can see them. So, okay, this is the Nine of Swords. This is the Lover's card. And this is the Empress below with the Three of Swords behind. The card that is the crowning card is the Ace of Wands. I wish I could get all this on there. Darn it. Ace of Wands up here. Near future, Four of Wands. Internal forces, Ace of Swords. External forces is the Strength card reversed. Hopes and fears are the Four of Pentacles, and the final outcome is the Chariot reversed. So I bet if I go this way, you guys can see them all. So the Nine of Swords, man, this is the sitting up at night, worrying. You know, this is the Furies, man. This guy's got the Furies in his head. He is really concerned about what's going on. He's sitting up at night, worried, can't sleep. Nightmares, anxiety, grief, and depression. Desolation, suffering, and grief. And it's crossed by the Lover's card. So he made a deal. Did he make a deal with the devil? The Lover's card is partnership, deals, and contracts. Made a choice. The Empress card is the basis of the reading. And this is luxury and wealth and good marriage. Of course, it's fertility. It's abundance and good parenting. Maybe he had good parenting, but he didn't listen to him, huh? The Three of Swords is back here in the rearview mirror, and this is the Broken Heart card, except it's reversed. So it may not be broken heart, but it's still disorder, confusion, and possible loss because it's reversed. Ace of Wands is the crowning card. This is a new beginning. It's a creation, an invention, something new, popping up out of a spark. Can also be the urge to create something. The Four of Wands is the near future. This is the good card. This is, you know, the harvest home, perfected work, haven of refuge, harmony and prosperity in his future. Internal forces are the Ace of Swords. So this is information. This is conquest, but it's also new ideas, the birth of new ideas. It could be a new conflict also, or it could be mental clarity. In his case, with these other cards, he may have some new idea how to get out of this deal, but this is his internal thoughts, feelings, and subconscious. The external, the ego, is the Strength card reversed. And when the Strength card's reversed, it's abuse of power. So we know that. This is chaos and abuse of power. He's squirreling away his resources and his hopes and fears, though, isn't he? Let's take my material possessions and my possible inheritance and bury him in the ground where nobody else is going to find him. And the Chariot reversed, this guy's going nowhere fast. Nowhere, because it's reversed. I mean, it's car trouble, giving up, losing, losing direction. Isn't that the coolest card? Travel issues. So getting where he's going, there's going to be a problem. Wherever that is he's going. If he thinks he's going to be sitting in the speaker's chair, I think that's a travel issue. That's not going to happen. So I think these kind of things that come up, let's read on January 6th. These things that come up, they're going to impede these races. All the house races happen every year. I mean, every other year. It's everybody in the house is up for election every year. Everybody. So, I mean, Nancy's up for re-election. Everybody is. It's not like senators where they're staggered. I mean, is Mitch up? Mitch isn't up for re-election until 2024. Spirit, can you tell us about the January 6th Commission? Are they going to go? Okay, so I'm not sure how exactly this happens. Probably what happens is that the January 6th Commission, if they think that they have enough to indict Trump and his people, then they take it to the Justice Department. What's the Justice Department going to do with it? And you know they will. They'll take it to the Justice. Oh, something fell out. Ten of Swords. They're going to take it to the Justice Department. What will Merrick Garland do with it? That's what we need to know. Because we know they'll take it to it. What's Merrick Garland going to do with the results of the January 6th investigation? What's Merrick Garland going to do with the results of the January 6th Commission? That stuff comes out at the right time. People will not vote for those Republicans. If they find out how crooked they all were, how could they? What's Merrick Garland going to do with the information from the January 6th Commission? What's Merrick Garland going to do with the January 6th information? Spirit, can you tell us? What's Merrick Garland going to do with the January 6th Commission? January 6th Commission. All right, let's look. Oh, Queen of Swords, crossed by the Three of Swords. Ace of Cups is reversed beneath. Behind, whoops, I got two there. Behind is the Five of Pentacles. Above is the Page of Swords reversed. You guys saw me shuffle these. Four of Pentacles is in the near future. Internal, Judgment. External, Six of Swords. Ace of Swords is the hopes and fears, and the final outcome is the Page of Cups. So, Ruby, go lay down. So we got chaos here, covering the reverse Queen of Swords. So this is rigid logic, but dishonesty. Somebody that's really cold, covered by discord and disorder, possible loss. The Ace of Cups is the reversed, and it is the basis of the reading. This is instability, everything pouring out. Instability of emotional stuff. In the rearview mirror, we have Five of Pentacles, out in the cold. You know, willingly or unwillingly, they have left the institution. So how does that affect this? January 6th committee has given them, or giving them this stuff. And this is past, so those guys are out in the cold. Or they're going to be tossed out. The crowning card is the Spy card reversed. It's the Page of Swords. When the Page of Swords is reversed, it's unforeseen events. Imposter defeated. It could be bad news. Legal or tax issues. Here again, we have the Four of Pentacles squirreling away the money. It doesn't have to be money. It could be anything of value, okay? So it could be squirreling away the information they know, although that might have been the Four of Swords. But this is hiding. Somebody's calling me. The internal self-conscious is judgment. Changing consciousness, renewal, awakening. The Six of Swords, this is the troubled, traveling over troubled waters to the smoother waters. And the Ace of Swords, speaking of the Ace of Swords, reversed is in the hopes and fears position. So this is, I think they might find that too much power led to tyranny. And that's what Merrick Garland's that's what Merrick Garland is going to say. Too much power in the Trump administration led to tyranny. It led to a coup. Final outcome, Page of Cups reversed. This is obstacles, but it's also deception may soon be uncovered. So, boy, that's music to my ears. Deception soon to be uncovered. Good. Because we need to win in 22. Okay, I almost forgot about this, and I was thinking about it when I was shuffling. I had to make myself not think about it because I wanted to do Merrick Garland. But did you hear Trump on the phone with Hannity? Oh, if it weren't for me, NATO wouldn't have all that money. I'm the one that said NATO, I wanted to pull out of NATO because nobody was given their fair share. If I were the president, Putin wouldn't have gone into Ukraine. Oh, yes, he would have. What a jerk. I think it's getting to the point where Hannity probably hasn't believed him all along. By the way, shout out to Sheila having the deal about Sean Penn. I watched that interview with Sean Hannity and Sean Penn last night, and it was really good. And it makes me want to give to his business called The Core. So if you haven't had a chance to see that interview, you can see it on YouTube. He also talked to someone else. Just Googled Sean Penn. Oh, Lawrence O'Donnell. Let's read on Donald Trump. Is Donald Trump in big trouble? Is Donald Trump, I think that Ivanka threw him under the bus. They could take him to court, they could indict him, they could take him to court, and they could say, you're guilty of this stuff, but you're an American. They're not going to put an American president in prison. I'm sorry, they're not going to do that because of the way it would look. It would look like we put our opponents in prison, and we don't do that. I mean, I know he's a criminal, but I've never seen him go into prison. Is anybody in the Trump family going to prison? Let's hope so. Let's read on Don Jr. God, it's just, there's so much to read on. Is anybody in the Trump family going to prison? Let's do that, yes or no. Is anybody in the Trump family going to prison? Cups and wands are yeses. Swords and pentacles are no's. Major arcanas are yeses, except for the moon, and it's a no. Is anybody in the Trump family going to prison? They'll probably get like 3 weeks or something bullshit like George Papadopoulos got 2 weeks for lying to the feds. Can you believe that? I'm still mad about it. Is anybody in the Trump family going to prison? Is anybody in the Trump family going to prison? I just heard, yeah. Is Anybody in the Trump family going to prison? Can you imagine what 3 weeks in prison would do to Don Jr.? I mean, he would just be a basket case. I mean, God. He'd cry, baby cry every day. Oh my God. Is anybody in the Trump family going to prison? Big baby. And then he'll be a convicted felon. 7 of Wands, Queen of Swords, 10 of Wands. 7 of Swords, the High Priestess, and what's the final card? 4 of Wands. Yeah, somebody is. We have 2 no's and three yeses. 7 of Wands, High Priestess, 4 of Wands, and the 10 of Wands. Somebody is. Who is it? Who's going to prison? Who's going to prison? Is it Don Jr.? Spirit, can you tell us, is Don Jr. going to go to prison? I don't care if it's a week. I want him to go do something. I'd rather it be a year. Is Don Jr. going to prison? That ass. Did you see, you've seen that picture of his poor little children? All of them look so sad. God, what a jerk dad he must be. If he's anything like his dad is, he's a terrible father. Is Don Jr. going to prison? Sword, cup, sword. Wands. Wheel of Fortune. What's this one? Pentacles. It's a tie. Swords, Pentacles, Swords, Wands, Wheel of Fortune, 7 of Cups. So, 9 of Swords. So far it's a no, you guys. The Moon, it's a no. Because the Moon is a no. And the 8 of Cups. 5 to 4. No, he's not. It won't be Eric. I wonder if it's Jared Kushner. Oh, and Saudi Arabia is such a good friend of ours. Why are they still buddy-buddy with Russia? That's what I want to know. Maybe they should ask Jared. Is Jared going to prison? Can you tell us, Spirit, is Jared going to prison? Is Jared going to prison? If you think they're going to put the princess in prison, you got another thing coming. Is Jared going to prison? 9 of Swords again, the Star, and 3 of Swords. 2 of Cups, Judgment, and the 4 of Wands. Wow, this is a yes. 9 of Swords, 3 of Swords, and then we've got the Star, the Judgment, 2 of Cups, and the 4 of Wands. Oh my God. That's crazy. He went in there and he was so honest with him. Trump called that harassment. They're harassing my family. It's okay to interview anybody else for 11 hours, but not my family. So, guys, I'm right at 29 minutes, so I got to go get this posted, and got some errands to do today, but I'm glad I got to come on and see I got my hair halfway straightened out. It's too short. 2 weeks of, you know, I got a really bad haircut one time, and I was complaining to a friend of mine's mother, and she said, you know the difference between a good haircut and a bad haircut? I'm like, what? She said, 3 days. That made a lot of sense to me at the time. But it's going to take longer than three days to grow this out. So anyway, hey, I love you. Hit the like, share, comment, and somebody had some questions, and I think I might, since I'm at 30 minutes now, go in and look at that stuff and come back on. So, see ya.